Here we've got a comment around a new boss who wants a lot of detail. There's a couple of comments against my other video, but basically this person now has a boss, a project director, a PD, I assume project director, who wants a lot of information. They want that beginning, middle, and ending. And what we have as a base is a lot of information is going into Confluence. One of the things I've seen when a new manager comes on board and they want a lot of detail, it's about two things. Often it's about control and it's about trust. That individual, that project director wants to feel like they're in control, and they think that by getting all the details, what are you doing, when is it due, how much is it going to cost, who's working on it, that somehow puts them in control. The reality is you're never in control of anything other than when you wake up, when you go to bed, and the things you as an individual do in the middle. Anyhow, moving along. It's around the information that might be going into Confluence. What actually has to happen, and the way that I communicate with more senior executives, senior managers, senior executives, is you want to put a plan on a page, you want an image, you want a picture that tells a story, so that what, you know how they say a picture is worth 1,000 words. What they never tell you is that every person who looks at a picture has a different 1,000 words for it. So these astronauts behind me, you might think it's Mars, you might know what it is and think this is a bit of graffiti art or whatever, but everyone's going to be looking at it from a different vantage point. So what I would suggest in this case is every time all these little ad hoc changes come out in the project, and we know that they often happen, it's around showing a couple of things. First and foremost, when there's a unique new issue happening, draw that picture, show how it goes from a problem statement, a workshop, a design document. You can do it in a process map if you're inclined. I don't like process maps. I like drawing full pictures. I find it's really what resonates with senior managers and executives, but you draw that picture in the way that is appealing to your audience, so there's a degree of know your audience. And then once you've got that, is you get them on board with your plan and you say, this is how it's going to work. Do you have any questions? And obviously a timeline. It's a process and a timeline so that they can see when things are due. When they see that, the expectation I've got is that all of a sudden there'll be more trust. Once there's more trust, there's less need to micromanage and feel I need these X, Y, and Z things to get the control that I'm after. That's certainly what I'll propose, and that's what worked for me in the past. It's important that when you have a new manager and they're asking you for heaps of information, it means they don't know what's going on and they need to come up to speed. And whether you do one-on-ones or however you get the individual up to speed, a weekly, fortnightly, monthly meeting, make sure that you're going in there with a couple of slides that tell the story. Sorry, I just had to add this extra little bit. No executive that I have ever met, and the majority of senior managers that I have met, including project directors when I was a project director or project program manager, we don't go into Confluence. People might say, hey, it's all there, and when shit hits the fan, we might go. But on a day-to-day basis, what your manager wants is a picture and an email, a slide, a piece of paper that says, here's what we're doing. Good luck.